This is a weird one. Battletoads by Rare. Well, originally by Rare. The Sega port was by someone else that I can't remember. But I do think Rare did the Game Boy port, which kind of plays like a different game altogether. Yeah, Battletoads is a weird one. It's remembered fondly by a lot of people, and I wonder if that is the retro rose-tinted glasses that some people wear, mixed in with the fact that it's a Rare game. I played Battletoads. I'm not very good at it. It's a very hard game. I've never played the Mega Drive version before, so we'll see kind of how it compares. Already I can hear that sort of famous Mega Drive tinny sound coming through. I think I've said on a number of videos by now, the differences between Mega Drive and what would be Super Nintendo games, I guess Nintendo games as well, because they'll kind of merge into one at some point. When Mega Drive get it right with stuff like Streets of Rage and Sonic the Hedgehog, the soundtrack sounds incredible, but then you get something like this, and it's just not doing it for me. So for anyone that isn't aware of Battletoads by this point, it's a good start. How's the best way to describe it? Oh, it's triangle. It's just a side-scrolling beat 'em up, really, but it's not what I'd say is a great one by any means. For some reason, this is where Valve got their inspiration for the Striders from Half-Life, it would seem. And yeah, it's... Can I pick that up? I'd like to pick that up. Nope. Oh, yes I can. Great. And it's just it's a bit rigid. Although this might just be because that's the Mega Drive version. It's been a while since I played the Nintendo version. I remember more about watching other people play it. Like watching speedruns of this game is insane, and seeing like what people can do. But as a game to play yourself, like for fun, it's not really. It's just not really there for me. Now, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a team go ahead and do a kind of remake, give it to someone else, see what they can do with it. You know, I'm all for things like that. Fuck off. But this just feels... It does feel really clunky. But I will ride a dragon every day of the week. And I fucking jumped that. Oh, good. This should end well. Because it's the kind of game as well where, you know, the AI will try and get either side of you, and you're fucked. Like, you're absolutely fucked. And, you know, Streets of Rage even had that problem as well. You get the fuck over there. And if you wanted to play this game, you know, with... Oh, that's them gone. You know, if you wanted to try and play this game two-player, forget about it. It's just not happening. Now, with that said, this game does have a couple of cool features, like this, for example. You know, it does try different things. And I'll give Rare... You know what, I mean, Rare was doing this. You know, Rare's always been pretty out there in terms of doing different things. I'm still hoping for a new Viva Pinata game at some point. And so, like, one of the cool things about this game is that it does differ up what the levels are like and what you do. So, you know, you're not always doing side-scrolling. Sometimes it mixes it up and does stuff like this. And I like the fact that you can kind of kick enemies about and, you know, that's pretty cool. I guess we've got to take these guys down. I don't know why Bird's holding a sword, but I'll take it. But yeah, in 2-player, like, friendly fire is on, so you just spend more of the game punching each other than you do your actual opponents. And there's no real kind of strategic way to attack. You just kind of wildly fling the B button and hope for the best. And that's not really good when you've got your friend doing the same thing. And there's a slight bit of contact, because the collision detection is not exactly perfect by any means. Definitely want to get to the turbo tunnel at least and reminisce over the horror that is that fucking spectacle. That's a bad time. Fuck. Come on, just get me to the turbo tunnel already. Done with this level. I've seen everything this level has to offer. It's pretty quick way to pick up some 1-ups on this level, I'll give it that. Excellent. Although it looks like 5 is the max you can have, so that's kind of annoying. Yeah, because I so wanted to go over there. Again, collision detection's just kind of weird. Because that's so what I wanted to do. Ah, come on, get me to the end. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And this again. Good. Alright. Now for what everyone kind of knows what this game is about, or knows what this game is for. The turbo tunnel. Doesn't sound as good as the NES version. Wait, what is this meant to be exactly? Like, it looks like we're in the intestines of someone. You bastard. Yeah, as I said, just the way this game moves and the way the fighting, the animation happens, it's very rigid. Yeah, it's tonally just, it doesn't quite have the same impact as the NES version. Alright, here we go. I don't expect to get very far. So I believe this is split into 5 sections. And as you can imagine, it gets increasingly difficult. Yay! I did one. I'll take that. That is a victory as far as I'm concerned. Was I meant to jump onto that ramp? I feel like I was meant to... Okay. Just stay central and hope for the best. What? Fuck off. Like, you really can't tell if you're central. Well, I guess you kind of can, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel the game could be a little bit more lenient in terms of where you land or what detects as you hitting the ramp. It doesn't play fair. But not much about this game really does, so... Ah, same again. Alright, man, one more go, and then we're finishing off, because... yeah. I only intended to get as far as Turbo Tunnel, and I'm not going to ruin my Wednesday afternoon. Like, I was nowhere near the ramp on that, and it somehow said, yeah, sure, go for it. I'll count that as a jump. Yep, that's that done. So this is Battletoads, not by Rare, but by Rare. It's not as good as the NES version, I think it's fair to say, if only for the music and how it sounds. Yeah, we'll see you next time.